Welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of, the usual. Well, today, in lovely sunny Portugal, we are buggering about with wheels. What the blazes is going on, Adam, I hear you ask? Well, if you know the green Taunus, cut to a picture of the green Taunus guy, please. The wheels have got on it, which should be on my 2.3 gear TC2 Taunus Mark IV Cortina. Are on it, and I wanted to build a set of wheels for it. Now, Portugal has some very good wheels. I'll give you for instance, these would be like Capri, well no, more Taunus L wheels, but they're deep dish. What they came off, I have no idea, and they look fantastic. I mean, if they were painted up silver with a chrome center cap, and with that lovely deep dish, they would look awesome. But I've only got two, which is obviously not very good. So the other option if you see all these wheels, these are like the standard just sports road wheels Ford advertised them at. Well, obviously not with that bit on as well, not just but they are done in many different styles, 5s, 5.5s. I think they did some 6s as well. They were fitted on like the Escort RS Mexicos and stuff like that. So obviously, because they were fitted on Escorts, the price of them has gone stupid in the last sort of 10 years. They were also fitted on the early style Capri LS Mark IIIs, about 80, 81. God, I'm an anorak. It's so sad. But yeah, so if you remember the silver Taunus, I've done a set, quickly refurbished them, which is probably in the episode that Guy's put up or hasn't put up yet or whatever. So yeah, so we've got these, and they do look really nice, but they need a bit more dish. Now, like I said, the Escort ones are deep dish, or the Mexico ones and Capri LS ones with deep dish, but I haven't got any. Now, there's also different manufacturers made them, I believe, as well, because these ones I have are off a Taunus, but they are spot welded in 8 places all around the wheel. Now, if your arm doesn't hurt enough and you have a spare, 5 hours, and you like breaking 2 drills in the process, you can drill out the spot welds. And what we do, we flip, what we call flip them. Now, again, in true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I did here. Please excuse the rubbish bag, it's just rubbish. So yeah, so this is one that I've flipped. Now, as you can see, it gives a lot more aggressive dish. I haven't just put it in there and welded it in willy-nilly. It is, I have, Guy's the engineer, but I'm not, what's the polite way of putting it? I'm not a dumbass. So it's been put on the balancer with the measurer, everything against the rim. Obviously that's flat on the balancer, and this has been, so it is absolutely spot on, probably more spot on than when Ford made them. So yeah, as you can see, and I haven't welded it with a gasless MiG-80. I've got one of the best welders in the village, and yeah, it's all, everything's been seamed. Can we see that? Can we? Lights, right? Okay, so yeah, so you can see it's seamed, yeah, and then obviously where I drill out the spot welds, that's all been filled as well. So and I say filled with weld, not filled body filler. So yeah, so this is the finished product, and I'm gonna go and get them shot blasted. My mate's gonna shot blast them. They're gonna paint them in a nice sort of metallic-y silver grey, not too bright, and I've got chrome center cap from chrome nuts. It's gonna look the absolute dog's danglies. So what I'll do is I'll do another one, and I'll take a little video of me lining them up on the balancer, and yeah, then we can come back to it after that, I guess. And yeah, we'll do a sort of a little bit after it's painted as well. So we'll get back to you on the next step of the process. And just as a little side note, again going back to the these are the Taunus wheels. Now you can see how they're offset. These are standard Taunus wheels. They're sort of, I don't know, 3 centimeters, an inch or 2 in from the wing, front and back. Yeah, but this is, I don't know if you can really, the camera will pick it up, but this is a Capri wheel on a Taunus. Now they do stick out more. The offset is better, but they just haven't got that rim, which is why I wanted to use the Taunus wheels and flip them to give them more of a the deep dish look. Again, and there's my pussycat on the back. I've got some that other deep dish, and they're lovely as well. But as I say, with only 2, it's not much good really. So there you go. So that's the sort of difference in the they did them in many different widths. I think 3 or 4 different widths, and then also about 1 million different offsets as well. As you can see, it's totally, that fills the arch out much better. And I will be having these refurbed as well, and probably putting them on this, and then these ones will go back on that. Does that make sense? I don't know. So many cars, so many wheels. I like wheels though. It's a bit of a fetish. Not that they come to bed with me or anything. Well, not every day anyway. No. And this is a continuation of the wheel flip. I'm joined today with my beautiful assistant Carlos.
Beautiful.
And yes, we're going to show you the process of we're flipping the wheels. Now, if you remember before, we drilled out this, killed 2 drills in the process, and yeah, we're about to flip around. So here's one I prepared earlier, if you remember. So we've just located this in roughly the right place. It's pretty even from sort of there and there and there and there, but there is a way of making it easier, but you do need a tyre balancer to do this. So what we do is we've measured where I put the other one using this magical device which lines up on the edge of the rim. So I put in that there. Can you just film Carlos for a moment, please? Just hold the camera.
Okay.
So Carlos is filming me while I fit the wheel.
Oh my God, good work.
Carlos doesn't realise at the moment that he's going to be famous on YouTube. Okay, so the wheel's on the wheel the wheel balancer, and as you can see, we're on it's 13.5 underneath the mole grips, but we've used the mole grips to keep the measurery thing in place. And if you can, it's touching, and now it's not. So that tells me that the area that needs a tap over starts here, where and it's not touching any of the top or anything, it's just on the wheel itself. So we're almost there. So what we try and do is remember, if I had a pen, got a pen, Colin?
Yeah.
Or a screwdriver, something to faz and mark. So yeah, so I can mark it with something.
You need a pen. You need
so it sort of starts there and ends there. So there's only you can also do it by eye a little bit as well. So I don't know if you can see that, it's difficult for the camera to pick it up with the different colours, and the rim, it doesn't help either. So what you do is you mark the areas. I mean, if you've got it wrong, it'll just be like in one area, but this to me sounds like there's this very small buckle in the wheel. It's only got to be like 1/10 of a mil out and it'll stop rubbing. So stops there and then starts again there. So the 2 sides of the wheel are in line, but the other side would suggest that the wheel is slightly buckled, but you can't, you know, you can just pick it up by eye. So what I'll do is I'll just give it a tap to see if I can line it up a little bit better. So yeah, that's the area there. So you want to go about, get it about half, right, so it's there and there. So it needs to come over a bit there, but I expect it is just a buckle in the wheel. Let's reduce the... Yeah, so we got an area of about 20 centimeters either side. So there, and then it's about 20 centimeters, and then another 10-15 centimeters on this side. So that's pretty bang on. It's pretty bang on. You can't really it's difficult to difficult to pick up on the camera. So now you've got it fixed like that. And if you put a standard Ford wheel on, they'll do exactly the same without it, you know, before being taken apart. They're all old. They've all had a bit of a beating. But yeah, what you're looking out for is it being just in one place. So if it was going round and just catching on one area like there, you'd know you got it on the piss. But we've done this quite accurately. So yeah, so you can see you've got the holes there where we drilled it out. So I'm going to put, I'm going to make them up so the thing doesn't move, and then I'll take it off and I'll finish the weld in. Finish the weld in like so, and yeah, that's all good to go.
So if I just pass you through my sexy array of boxer shorts, we have Adam and his builder's bum cleaning his rim.
Noticed for that guy that commented, I haven't got a ponytail today. Is that
It's real.
Got me au naturel. Got me naked as well.
Yes, please.
Or
Yes, please.
Would my penis be the wrong place?
So here he is having a good clean of his rim. Me next, me next. Whilst he's not looking, I'm going to use my pink pumper on his rim. Ooh. Oh shit, he spotted me. Yeah, work it, baby, work it.
Strange.
It's coming up nice. It's good to go.
No,
That's like Lancia standard, that is. That's fine.
yeah, well, we don't work Lancia standard. We don't even work Ford standard because they're shit. As well.
Shit from the factory, eh?
We do Adam. There's one thing that people might, I don't know, anyone of my friends that notice me when I build a Capri, the worst, most painful bit is putting the Ford badges back on it. I'm not quite egotistical enough to have Adam badges made up to put on.
Idea for birthday present. Here's Adam spraying like a dirty tomcat. Ooh, look at that. Good as
For
new.
demonstration purposes only.
Yeah.
We'll be getting shot blasted and painted in Stratos silver.
Stratos silver.
Not that bright because that's offensive.
That's almost chrome.
Yeah,
Look at that.
the
That's pretty good actually.
Chrome does, this stuff does calm down when you put lacquer on top of it.
Okay.
So even though it looks very shiny now, I'm going to put some slightly more, less aggressive
Just
silver.
going to spray a bit of class on it, aren't you, mate?
Well, out of a €3.50 for painting, doubtful, but you know, got to make an effort. The best thing about living in Portugal is everything dries pretty much instantly because of the heat, like that.
Including my sexy boxers.
This is a slightly less offensive silver.
Oh, that's put it the right way up. We're not sponsored by Autosol.
Anusol.
Anusol. Not yet, anyway. but this stuff is just great, isn't it? It's let's just give it a buff off. Sorry, holding it with my knees. Look at it shine. That's fantastic, isn't it? The dull side I haven't buffed off yet, and there's the, look at it. Can't beat it. There it is, all finished off. Adam has controversially gone for a non-Ford silver paint on this. However, it's very similar to this Stratos silver. I don't know if the camera will show it. It's
True colours shining through.
What an idiot. Yeah, very similar. Just possibly a little bit more blue. So we'll go and put a patara on that.
So there you have it. That's the end result. It gives that very aggressive offset that we're going for without sticking out past the arch. Shame the valve's leaking, but hey, we'll sort that out in a bit. With the new chrome wheel nuts, I think that's exactly the look I was going for, so I'm very happy with that. So this is the end of this episode on wheel flipping. Again, I wouldn't attempt it at home with your gasless MiG-80, and you've got to have a bit of mechanical knowledge to pull it off, but I think you'll agree the end result looks absolutely bitching. So we'll see you next time on Mangusto Garage.